beautiful lean girl, gonna make your liffy lean. Oh yeah.
She's gonna be brutal. She's gonna be brutal.
I wonder if I should do a TikTok.
Oh, that's why we have a beauty lady here. Hello darling girls and welcome to the Lean Girl YouTube channel. On today's Lean Girl Meal Makeover, we are going to be whipping up yet another dish that is one of your favorite indulgences with one of your favorite people, but a low calorie, high protein version. So, on today's show, we have a special guest who the dish is going to be inspired by because we are recreating one of her favorite dishes, one that she's like, I don't know if I can eat this, Ange. I think it's too high calorie. I always have to have it for a cheat meal. So we are going to see in the show if we can make a low calorie version. She's going to be also super honest. And we don't know if it's going to be able to be done because this is a new recipe. And so we will see at the end when she tastes it whether it can be done or not. But for now, let us introduce our gorgeous bombshell of a guest, Jessica Van Heerden, who I am so happy to have. She is an absolute rock star of a content creator on all things beauty, lifestyle, wellness. I mean, can we see the beauty? The beauty is basically shining out of you. And I'm so happy to have you here. And are you ready to cook?
I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to eat.
If you had to eat something all the time that you're like, I would just wish I could have this all the time, but I know that it's not great. I know it's high calorie. What would that dish be?
I really like Indian chicken korma.
So today, my mission is to create something that is just as delicious as the food that you love so much. So at the taste test, you're going to tell me whether I matched the one that you truly love.
I'll be brutally honest.
Okay, she's going to be brutal. She's going to be brutal. So we are going to be recreating a delicious chicken korma for you today. And we're going to do it with a side of rice, which is obviously a traditional. And I'm going to show you how to make the perfect rice. Because I know it's not an easy task. Like sometimes it seems easy, but there's a science to cooking delicious, fluffy
just do it in the microwave.
rice. You do? I feel like we're going to have to get your microwave version on here next because we're going to do it in a pot.
I even do pop in the microwave.
No way.
I promise, like a real makoti.
Love it. Love it. So I'm going to tell you how many calories are in your average. That's what we're going to, So that's why we have a beauty lady here. So if you had to get a standard chicken korma from your favorite Indian restaurant,
I'm scared.
I know.
To even
there's a bit of anxiety. You can feel a bit of anxiety. It's probably around
1,000
calories. Yes. So my goal is to get this under 500 calories.
What?
For a big, beautiful portion as well.
Okay.
I think we can do it.
Okay, let's do it. Show me.
Let's try it.
I'm taking notes.
Okay, she's taking notes.
I wonder if I should do a TikTok.
Oh, ta-da! These are very simple ingredients which we're going to be using today. And we're going to start off with the rice. Because whenever I think about cooking or recipes, I try and think about what's going to take the longest. Because what you want is everything to be ready at the same time, right? Otherwise, half your stuff gets cold, half of it's not a vibe. So we have to do some rice. So I'm using basmati rice, which is the standard for Indian food. I'm going to show you how to make the perfect rice. And I learned this the hard way because I used to be terrible at making rice. Because I used to stir the pot for some reason. Which is what you should not do when you're cooking rice. So we're going to grab a saucepan and we are going to measure out 100 grams of rice. It's 50 grams each, basically. And of course a bit of salt as well, which you want in your rice. And then you want, for 100 grams of rice, this is the conversion, you want 200 mils of water. So this is 125 mils. And then I'm going to put almost to the top.
And then you don't stir it?
And you do not stir it. Well, you can stir it before it goes on. But like once it's on the stove, you do not want to touch it. Okay, so here's the trick. So now what you want to do is you want to bring it to a boil, to like a hot simmer. And then once it starts bubbling and foaming on the top, you turn it right down and then you put the lid on. And then you have to time it for 13 minutes.
Okay.
Very specifically, 13 minutes, not 14.
Angie does science.
Angie's doing science in the kitchen. Okay, so you're gonna start with a heavy saucepan, or you can just use a normal pan. It doesn't have to be heavy. It can be light. Unless you want to lift it up. Okay, so we're gonna get our saucepan on the go, and then we're gonna start the curry. And again, all my recipes, I like to make it as simple as possible. So if Woolworths can help us, or Checkers,
Yes, we love a Woolies.
we love a Woolies to just make it easier, throw everything together, we are winning. So we're gonna start our curry off by just browning onions, garlic, and mushrooms. How do you feel about chopping an onion?
I'll try.
Okay, so we're actually gonna turn our rice right down now. So you want it to be a really gentle simmer. And then we're gonna pop the lid on, and we're gonna time this for 13 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my favorite, which is spray and cook. So instead of using oil, this is a fantastic hack to basically just cut down on the calories of your meal and still not have anything stick and burn. So what is your kind of like health philosophy, fitness philosophy?
I feel like a balance is key at the moment, like not depriving myself and still having my favorite kind of foods, but still try and make them lower calorie, because I never knew about calories and like how many calories were in things. It's only the last like year that I've actually discovered, you know, an apple has so many calories.
It's like learning a language, basically.
It definitely
It's like
is.
as you start learning things, and then it all just also becomes easier as you go.
And you know, knowing how many calories is in your favorite chicken korma, you can kind of just have wiggle room throughout your day to know that, okay, for breakfast I'm gonna have, you know, a fruit salad and something lower in calorie, or like an egg that's like 100 calories, and then you're set to go. Then you can have your chicken korma for lunch or for dinner.
I always say it's like a budget, you know?
Budget, exactly.
So
I
like,
think I learned that from you actually.
Good, yes, she's using the Lean Girl tip. So to add some more volume, to add some more fiber, and to make it a nice decent portion, we're gonna add some veggies into the mix, and that will also keep you fuller for longer. So about 1 teaspoon of garlic, and then we are gonna add some lovely mushrooms as well.
Love.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you to work to just stir these up first. And then I'm gonna just season it a little with salt and pepper. So I always like to season along the way. Like if your food tastes bland, the first place to go is seasoning. So just general salt, pepper. Okay, so now that's getting going, we are gonna add our chicken. So we're gonna use breast today, which is obviously the leanest cut, so it's the lowest calorie version. And if you season them well, they're actually just as delicious as the rest of them. So we're gonna use half of this pack, which is about 250 grams of chicken. Now we basically just wanna cook those pieces up and brown them really nicely. And the key with cooking chicken as well is to not overcook it. Because often that's when it gets really dry and tasteless. We obviously are saucing this up as well, so we have a bit of leeway. And then we're also gonna add our baby marrows. You can cut it up first. Beautiful. And then we honestly just have to pour our sauce over. And we're doing a total cheat. Because normally a chicken curry, it has a lot of complexity. It has a lot of flavors. You have to add a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of coconut. And so the reason why curries are normally pretty high in calories is because of the coconut cream that they use. They use butter, they use ghee, they use a lot of oil. And so our best friends Woolworths, this is not an ad, but our best friend Woolworths have done the work for us.
Love it.
So we are gonna, this basically has all the spices already in it. So all we need to do is throw this in with our chicken and our veg, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so this we actually just want to let simmer really slowly. I'm going to put the lid on, and to get our vegetables going a little bit, get all of the sauce to penetrate the veggies and the chicken and everything, and then our rice is going to be ready, we hope. Okay, so here's the thing with the rice. We're not allowed to touch the rice. You now want to leave it for another 10 minutes. You do not remove the lid.
Okay, so you turn it up to a boil and then you turn it off completely.
So then I turned it down to like a gentle simmer.
2.
Yeah, like I would say level 2.
Okay.
So that it's just simmering.
Okay.
Lid on.
13 minutes.
13 minutes.
And 10 minutes.
and then 10 minutes completely off,
Gotcha.
which is going to end the steaming process. So while our rice is resting and getting beautifully fluffy and our chicken is cooking up on the go, I want to know, Jess, if there was one food that you could never give up, like in your entire life, what would that food be?
Prawns, but funny story, I got an allergic reaction recently to prawns.
What?
I have a sweet tooth, so I don't think I'll ever give up the desserts. Obviously, like, I can't have prawns right now, but I really miss them.
If you have a sweet tooth, like, what is your guilty pleasure?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Like, make me a Lean Girl chocolate cake, please.
I can do that.
Yeah, I'm so sad about the prawns.
I would be devastated.
Give me a chocolate cake and I'll forget about the prawns.
And then in terms of your health, well-being, like, what kind of training do you love to do? Do you do any training?
Yes, I have a gym in my home.
Oh, that's nice.
So I have a little walking pad. I try to do my 10K steps a day.
Well done, girl. That's good. That's good going.
And then recently I started weight training. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel really strong, but I just go off a feeling, really.
So what your week looks like? To be like, today I'm going to do this. Okay.
So currently I'm getting married in a couple of months. So I'm pushing myself to do morning and night.
Amazing.
So I'll do like either a little bit of walking, an hour. In the evening, Brain and I would usually do a workout together. In the middle of a song, we'll be like, go Livy, go Livy, go Livy.
How's our curry doing? Let's check. I know it's smelling really good.
Love it.
I feel like this is ready. I feel like our curry is ready. So we're going to turn that down. Off. That's ready to go. I feel like I'm just going to take a chance. Should we?
Okay. Perfecto.
It's looking good. The proof will be in the fluffing. Oh yeah. Hey?
That looks stunning.
It's literally perfect. There's no burn on the bottom. I feel like we should try it. We should try it. Like, because it shouldn't be like mushy. It needs to have a bit of body. I'm not gonna feed you like Valentine's Day, but you can taste it. Tell us if it's perfect. Careful, don't burn yourself. It'll be hot.
Perfect.
Is it good? Not undercooked? Okay, good. Okay, we're winning. Okay, so we're ready to serve. And this entire recipe that you are seeing here is for two lovely people. One big, one small.
So how many calories?
I think it's 180 per portion.
What's an average lunch and dinner calorie amount?
So, if you're talking fat loss, and let's say you're having 3 meals a day, like the average woman on a fat loss diet would probably eat around 1.5-1.6 if she's trying to lose fat. So on average, a good meal would be between 400 and 500 calories if you're having 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
So on standard, between 400 and 500 calories is a good level to aim for.
Okay.
So the curry that we're making today, it comes out to 460 calories.
Okay.
Yes. And it's a decent portion, so it's going to keep you full for a lot longer. So I know you said you're a snacker. You actually like to snack smaller meals. Is that true?
Yes, like I like to pick.
To pick.
So I'll
to have like a plate.
Yeah, so I prefer having, sometimes for dinner we'll make like a plate with fruit and like little pieces of chicken and
like a meze board.
Yes, I
also
like
love
that Mediterranean style of eating.
I feel like this isn't a very and then we have to make things beautiful, obviously. And do you eat coriander? Because people love coriander all day.
It's like a full-on hate or love.
Yes.
I love it.
There's nothing in between. I also love coriander. You could also put this in while it was cooking if you like. Okay, and then just for a little bit of fun, we're not even going to count these calories. As long as it's just a sprinkle. And voila, there is our gorgeous Lean Girl Chicken Korma curry. And this whole bowl is 460 calories. But it doesn't help if it looks good and it doesn't taste good. So, do you think that we made one that's as good as
I don't know, fork me up and let's do it.
Fork her up. I shall fork her up and get her fork. This is the official taste tester over here. She's gonna give us her honest review on whether she thinks this is as good as her Indian curry. She has to come at me with her honest. We have to do a rating out of 10. And you have to be super honest. Like, how would you improve this?
I would just like more sauce.
I'm with you.
But other than that, it's perfect. I like the little almonds on the top.
That's a nice crunch.
I like that it has the bulk of the veggies. It's kind of tricking my mind.
Yes, exactly.
Healthy.
That bulking up your meals with high volume veggies like mushrooms, like zucchini, just makes you feel like you have a big, delicious portion. Nice flavor.
No, I like it, but
a bit
I
more
want
saucy.
more sauce.
But the flavor I think is good. Mwah.
Yummy.
Good on the, so what do we get out of 10 then?
9.
9 out of 10 because we needed more sauce. But otherwise, that's a pretty good dish. We're winning, girls. Yes. So there you go, girls. A delicious Lean Girl Chicken Korma curry that is half the calories of your regular one. So that means that you can enjoy it throughout your lean body plan. When you're trying to get lean, when you're trying to get trim, you're trying to get shaped up for your wedding. That's an amazing goal to work toward, by the way.
Yes.
She's eating herself lean. We had so much fun cooking with you. Let us know if you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you try out the recipe. And yeah, leave us a comment down below. We want to hear from you. What dish should we make next? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe so you can see more Lean Girl Meal Makeovers with our favorite people.